Back in the 70s, the one really important thing I remember was the arrival of colour TV.
Wow, we can see the world in colour.
I think everyone was really excited. It was like the most important element within your living room.
It was a status symbol. The bigger your television, the more money you had. Stereo systems became bigger. The speakers were huge.
Everything back then was really connected to the wall. Because of the size and the spatial requirements, you can imagine the layout of the furniture was always centred and focused on that one item.
During the 1980s saw the introduction of mobility with our technology and our use of mobile stereo systems such as the Walkman.
With VHS, you could tape your shows and watch it later. With the top 40 shows, you could record it on a cassette and play it on your mixtape later on that week. Some of those devices then started the shift to mobility of technology and entertainment. It also meant that you had more individualised entertainment. So if you think about it, it actually probably was the start of what we call today on demand. There was nothing online back then. You had to store all the items that you'd recorded.
We needed to find space for our records, our cassette tapes, our videotapes, all the things that we had access to.
Bookcases, for instance, they became the stockpile of VHS and cassette tapes. Thinking back to the 90s, what really stands out in my mind is the start of the home office.
With the advance of technology, everyone had a large desktop computer and printer. It was important that there was adequate electrical provisions.
The space that was required for these electronics in this home office really governed the size of that space.
It was really like a dedicated space where you house all these items and you would go there and do your work.
So in the noughties, because the electronics were becoming smaller and thinner and more mobile, we didn't have to design spaces totally dedicated to that, more like a media space where you could actually use that for multi-purpose type arrangements.
Along with individualised entertainment, the introduction of the iPod really changed things because you had your headphones and you could listen to the type of music you wanted to in your bedroom or in your living room and not disturb others, and that really opened up and changed entertainment.
Really, that meant that we didn't need that storage for the huge CD towers and the bookcases full of VHS. We could actually store this on a small device in our pocket, 1,000 songs in your pocket.
The gadgets of today are really all revolving around our smart devices. We can access virtually everything via the internet and the cloud. Our gadgets have reduced in size significantly. We used to require a whole room to house them, and now we can just put them all inside a drawer. The evolution of technology over the last 50 years has really shaped our living environment.
So as designers, we want to utilise this technology to create spaces that are going to be good for ourselves, good for wellness. We're using technology so that we can change the lighting, change the temperature, change the whole environment that we walk into at home.
It's freeing up our time so that we can then spend more time doing the things we love with our friends and family.